welcome back to my channel. So today I have something a little different. I have a few friends here, and we're gonna get into relationships, marriage, sex, and just things like that. And I wanted to get a male perspective, so I got these guys here. They're gonna introduce themselves one by one, starting with.
I'm Jelani, 37, from Cali, Riverside to be exact. I've been living here long enough to say that, this is home for now.
So, I was gonna get into something else. My fault. I'm Dominique Kirkendall, aka Domo. I'm from.
It's your boy.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm from Save It for the Podcast. Save It, the number for the podcast. We are on all platforms. I am 33 years old.
Man, I'm Caprice Parker from Kansas City, clearly repping.
Too gangster for me.
So,
Bruh.
Caprice Parker, Kansas City, I'm 26.
Why you so hard?
I'm hard.
My Caprice, man.
26.
Oh, imagine y'all here.
I'm repping as you can see, but we lost, but it's all good.
Yes.
What's happening?
Okay, so the first question we're gonna get into are relationships. So, what qualities do men look for in a woman? And anybody can go. Anybody can go. It doesn't matter.
It's a good question. I mean, shoot, for me personally, I like vibes, for real, for real. It's all about vibes. I need
So
cooking.
looks don't matter.
Yeah, no, looks do matter. That's
Oh,
definitely-
okay.
I mean,
Initially,
of course,
you
attractiveness.
that first attraction is the looks. We want to know how you look, but sometimes after you get to talking to them,
Yeah.
they ugly as. Sometimes the people that aren't so attractive at your first look become attractive through conversation. So I say like what I look for is like being able to talk, like a good mind, like somebody I can really converse with. And like he said, what did you say?
Said vibes.
I thought that's what you
Yeah.
said. Vibes. That's really it nowadays, but most of the time, at first, it is physical attraction.
Yeah, I mean, that's always a given.
Yeah, I look for ambition in a woman, I like to make sure she got her head on straight and she got a purpose.
You don't like thugs?
I don't like
You
those.
a hood rat?
Not at this day and age.
I like a little bit of. I need to have a little bit of hood ratting because I need to know you come from what I come from, But to see you made it out of what we come from is dope. I don't need to know that you in that at all times. I need to know you can go to that mode when we need to. I need a little hood rat in the bag. A little radish.
Then our wig gonna come off.
Okay, nah.
That's a hood
Okay,
rat.
mine is that.
Secure the wigs, ladies.
I'm more lace fronts, like me.
Secure the wig. That's right.
Yo,
Boy, ain't nothing wrong with a wig.
lace fronts.
You pulled hair out before?
Like
her
a
whole
wig?
I don't want to get into detail, but it's happened. So.
You pulled the wig off, or like a braid came out? Like what?
No, like a whole wig came off.
Oh.
Did you stop? Did that make you stop?
Why you out here pulling her weave?
I
Y'all
got
want
a little
anyway?
soft, but I ain't.
You got
I got a little soft, but I ain't
Soft,
stopped.
yo. That's
What?
wild. I mean, honestly, that happens more often than what you would think, though.
I ain't never had that problem.
The 3 most important things in a relationship.
Loyalty, cooking.
That's that important?
Cooking.
Are you cooking too?
Yeah, I'm a cook.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say cooking is a top 3, but I just thought of it. The loyalty, ambition, and I don't know, purpose. I don't know. What y'all got?
I say friendship, compromise, and honesty.
My thing, I'll say communication, number 1, more than anything.
I don't know.
Very key.
Communication, honesty goes right along with that, and the friendship thing is right up there too. Because you know what, in a relationship, you need to be best friends. Period.
Communication is underrated, so that should have been like
underrated.
on top.
Yeah, that's
so
the number one thing.
So that's fire. Communication.
I said, why is communication considered arguing?
You wanna
I'll say-
y'all the OGs. Man.
Sometimes it's considered arguing because people don't like confrontation, and sometimes communication means talking about confrontational type situations. I mean, if you don't talk it out, some people.
But
want
why do
somebody
why
like
do men though? Why do
I
men
think-
avoid it? Like men don't want to, you know, they consider it arguing. You know, I'm not as argue with you.
Go ahead, bro. You go ahead.
I think emotionally we're disconnected. That's why it's a problem. Like when it comes to y'all, like anything y'all want to talk about, we really don't understand it at the time. You know what I mean? So it's hard for us if we don't understand that y'all really just come to us to talk about it. We feel like it's coming with a nag. It's gonna end up with us arguing and all of that. So that's why like communication was important. Like learning how to communicate and stuff. That's what I think it is. Like we're just emotionally disconnected, and we have to learn to be that way. But that comes from how we was brought up.
Yeah, a lot of people in general, we listen to reply instead of listen to understand. That's why.
Yeah.
I swear you got quotes.
Ah,
Yeah,
drop some little gems,
little gems.
just a little bit. Do you guys think women should be held more accountable? Like you know, how women put the blame on like men this, men that.
It's 50-50. No, it's
And-
100.
Like you know,
I don't think.
Just be accountable for the things that you do. It's not necessarily a thing where men need to be more accountable, women need to be more accountable. Just be accountable for your own actions and recognize the wrong that you do. Simple as that. I mean, it's not a
Yeah, 'cause
man or woman thing. I feel like.
it's hard for all of us to be accountable for the things that we do because sometimes you get so used to that person being wrong or whatever that you don't realize what you're doing wrong and you're not holding yourself accountable. And that's very important too. Hold yourself accountable. Because till you realize what you're doing wrong, you really can't stomp on somebody else.
why do men like to have relations with women without a title? Like she's good enough to fuck, but not good enough to be in a relationship with.
Look at me.
I mean, I was answering it, but I just want to make sure I don't want to cut nobody off or nothing.
Without a title, I mean, we'll take you as
Like
String
you
you
doing
along.
relationships, so yeah,
Yeah, we'll
stuff,
string
but
you
not
along,
in a
yeah.
relationship.
Relationship
we'll
is
send you along.
the title is too much pressure. Living up to the pressure of that title, boyfriend or whatever. Now I have to do things. It's kind of like at work, like signing up for overtime and not signing up for overtime. Overtime, doing it on your own is cool, but being obligated to do it is a different story. I don't want to do it then. You trying to tell me what I have to do, I don't want to do it. So when you like in a relationship and like got that title, I don't want to, most dudes don't want to be responsible for a relationship. I definitely didn't at times.
So then would you guys say like it's like the woman too, like she lets him do all these things and not,
Yeah.
put a title. We don't have to be in a relationship, but you giving him all the benefits of a relationship.
Yeah, y'all gotta realize it's a lot of power in the coochie. The coochie rule the world. Coochie is the reason why niggas sell drugs.
So
Like for real, like y'all really got more control with that cooch than y'all realize y'all do. Y'all just don't know it though. Y'all just don't take advantage of it. And I'm not saying take advantage of it as far as like trying to make niggas trick on y'all and all that stuff. I'm like taking a bit like knowing your worth and all that. Like y'all the reason why we do everything that we do. Whether we admit it or not, it's all for women. So when I had a pass, I would do something. It was
put yourself out there.
minus the things that
Testimony.
we couldn't afford when we was younger. It was mainly for the girls. How the girls gonna look at you? Like these niggas posting stuff on Instagram and all of that stuff, they money and all of that. That's all for the women.
But it's corny though, so
It's
don't do that.
corny. Y'all gotta let them know because y'all giving them the cooch when they doing that kind of stuff. Y'all
say y'all
giving
Y'all
them the cooch
facilitating the boosie.
because you want to be with a nigga that's
Here.
a part of the gang or whatever, in a gang or something, or affiliated with something that seems bigger than what it really is in life. So y'all gotta, start doing like that Spike Lee movie that everybody clowned with Nick Cannon. What was it called?
Yeah, Chirac. Yeah.
From what I heard, I haven't seen it. From what I heard, the meaning of it, like the women holding out on their cooch to make all the violence stop or something like that. What?
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that was a part of it.
We do a lot of that stuff because
That was part of
we
the movie.
think y'all think that's cool. Why do nice guys finish last?
Good question.
I don't know. I have me a nice guy, so. But I would say, I guess girls be wanting hood niggas. Like girls like that from what I know. Sometimes, yeah, from what I know and I've seen on social media, girls like hood niggas. And so, like, if you just too nice, like, you don't have any authority, or you just let me run over you or do whatever, girls don't like that. Like, you know, be aggressive, you know, be a man, have masculinity, I guess.
I understand that because I'm like that with a woman though. I don't want to be able to run over you. But some dudes do like that. I don't like a woman that I can run over. That's why I said I need a little. I guess that's not hood radish, but that's what I meant when I said I need a little hood radish. I don't need you to just let me get away with everything because that leads me in a bad direction if you're not telling me when I'm wrong or you're not over my shoulders with things. So.
Believe in marriage. Do you guys want to get married?
Ultimately, yeah, I think marriage is something not every guy, but most guys would like to do.
Me personally, I've been there. It's not a place where I wouldn't say I would ever go back, but right now, I'll gradually let that happen if it happens, whenever it happens.
Why is that?
Again,
Like, why you don't want to go back?
I didn't say I didn't want to go back. I just said that, you know, as far as right now, I'm just living life right now. I'm just, you know,
So you single?
yeah, single, but.
Okay. Ready to mingle?
I'm not saying that it's not a possibility. I'm not saying that I will never get married again or anything like that. I'm just saying right now, for me, yeah, at this point in my life, everything's about my sons. So marriage will happen when it happens, if it happens again.
Okay. And so this is for Damo because he is married.
What's ringing?
Look.
Nigga cheated.
Period. We go on him. No. So why did you get married?
Why did I get married? No, man. On my first date with my wife, like marriage is something I always wanted anyway. Like I always told myself I want to be married before 30. Yeah, cause that is like the main part, like beliefs though. Besides wanting my wife to have the fairy tale wedding and all of that stuff, I believe in God and I believe in the Word, and I just wanted to be. I wanted to go by the book. That's about it. Like I really wanted to go by the book. Cause I mean, you know, people feel like they're in a marriage when they're not married, so you can not get married and feel like you're in a marriage. But I wanted to go by the book. That was the reason why I got married.
Okay. So how did you know that she was the one? Well, all y'all can answer, like, what are some of the qualities that you would know that she's the one? I guess, I don't know if y'all would know, like, how did you got married before, how did you know that your wife was the one, or thought?
Obviously she wasn't the one.
Or thought she was
At
the
one
one.
point she was.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I mean, it's like, see, look, this is the thing. At one point she was the one, and our whole situation is different from most because we decided to end our marriage while we were still friends and getting along. We knew that going forward, if we kept going through this, we wound up one of those couples to where we didn't want to be that couple that want to be old, living in separate rooms, barely talking to each other, but we still married. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want to do nothing just for the sake of the kids or whatever. We wanted to make sure that we could be cool with each other and still have a good relationship to show to our children. And so, what made me think that she was the one at the point at that time is just basically the way she made me feel. Like, she made me feel great, and I think it was that one meal she cooked, and that sealed the deal. I can't front. Yo, it was that one meal she cooked that was like, oh, and you can cook.
And you could cook that.
It's over.
Plus.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm done. I'm not looking for nobody else.
Oh, okay, Damo.
Oh well, my wife, like, she gets at me. That's one thing. Like I said, I don't like nobody just let me run over or whatever. She gets at me.
She wasn't playing with him, y'all.
She wasn't playing at all. She's not only is she my friend, but I know for a fact that I loved her more than she loved me. That's a good thing to me. Like, so, cause you know the women are naturally lovers, and when we can love them more than they love us, that's gotta be telling to me. Like, so, cause we just want to hit. Most of the time, that's how we want to. If I'm making sense to you, like, so I loved her more than she loved me. For the short answer.
Okay, y'all cute or
Well, I love her more than she loved me. She may not believe that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I'm single. I still ain't found the one, but I'd imagine the one for me would be like she just make me a better person, flat out. So
What he said.
better man.
Oh, he over here dropping gems on y'all like this.
Yeah, I mean, cause I can attest to that because my wife has made me way better than what I used to be. You know what I mean? Like as far as my temper, as far as my attitude. But she got a big enough temper, so somebody got to be calm. You know what I mean? As far as like elevating my mindset from being to the hood to being where we at now. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, y'all are cute or whatever. What is the number one reason you divorce your wife? Like without a doubt, like we.
She have a baby on you?
Oh, that's a divorce.
That's a
Easy.
That's a good one. That's number one.
Easy.
For me, for mine, falling in love with somebody else.
Yeah.
Like more
That's
than
hard.
just
So not even if she had
you completely fall in love with somebody else. Yeah.
I don't know. That's about
Cause
it.
I mean, I look at it like this.
Why would you? I would say yeah. Why would you? You don't know.
Oh, cause
But what would be like a definite reason? Like she asked one of your homeboys or something. Like wait.
nigga, please, hell yeah, that's over.
Yeah.
Like, but that's what I'm saying. What would be like a
Cause
definite?
I can't say, cause you know we always say never, and like
Yeah.
we say never in front of people, and we think we have to live up to that, cause we told them never. Like I said, like Jelani asked me, would I ever go back to my wife if she cheated, and I say never. So I don't want to say never, cause I feel like I'm gonna have to live up to that.
Yeah, cause
So I don't know. I have to cross that word when I get to it. But what I definitely do know is the baby. And if you fall out of love with me, I mean, you know, if you fall out of love with me, you probably falling in love with somebody else,
yeah.
or somebody's getting close to it. So yeah.
When you go on a date, do you guys pay? Do you allow her to pay? Y'all split it?
I pay.
I'll pay.
I pay. Say if it's a 2-part to the date though, like say I do the dinner, right? I do the dinner, then say like we go bowling something else. I will look at you, you know, to see if I like, you know, if you gonna whip out, you know. That's okay, you know, that's a more likely to me. That's a more likely chance she might be using me for you know a date.
But it's the first day. I feel like
Women do that.
Let me get y'all opinion. Let me let y'all talk.
Like I don't know. I think a lot of dope women, they like, you know, they reach. I'm like, nah, I got it. That's just me.
Some of them
So you gonna let her? You gonna see if she gonna reach, but you gonna pay for it. Okay.
So
Cause I'm like,
one time you just let her get it all the way out, cause some of them just be like, you know.
Poor, yeah.
But me, nah, I don't care for a woman to pay for any date. But I think it's dope when a woman do, even if she offers sometime, I just be like, nah, man, like I got it, or unless I just don't got it.
Mhm.
Now, if I don't got it and you wanted to go on a date, you called me and you wanted to go on a date, and I'm telling you I don't got it, so maybe we should wait for another time. That's when I'm like, okay, you can pay for it then, if you want to go through with the date. But right now I don't have it.
okay.
Yeah, I mean most of the time, not even most of the time, all the time, I normally will pay. It's just if you invite me on a date, then yeah, you invited me, so. A lot of the times I probably pay for that too,
Yeah.
but the fact that you invited me, like if you invited me, then you was like, you know, it's about to pay, then yeah, I'll go ahead and get it or whatever.
Yeah, that
But
makes
sometimes
sense.
I do feel like if you invited me, then
Don't expect me to pay.
right, because you invited me. Like
Yeah.
now if I invited you, because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be the person that asks you if you want to go do this, if you want to go do that, or whatever the case may be. And since I'm inviting you to come with me, then of course I got you. That's not never a question. I don't even look for you to, because I invited you out.
Okay, so this was another question onto that one. After you spend so much money, do you expect anything in return? Like you took her on an expensive date.
No, the younger me did, but you know, you got older, you got wiser. I don't expect nothing.
Me, no. I've always been like here first.
Always
So,
specifically.
I don't-
Whatever, my bad.
Well, me personally. Oh yeah, are we talking about men in general or just us? Just me.
Oh, men,
just-
I mean, just I guess
Oh,
it's
you
from
Because
a
men
woman.
in general, yeah.
They do.
Naturally, yeah, I'm spending all this money, I want some sex. Especially if y'all be going crazy sometime on the menu. You know what I mean? So, of course, like a lot of dudes want sex, but me personally, I love sex, but I'm not doing this for sex. I think it becomes tricking when you're doing it to get sex. I don't do it to get sex. I do it because I want to get what you need.
Now, all I was gonna say is this, are we specifically talking about what we getting in return is sex, or what we expect is sex? Now, if I'm doing this expensive dates, because it's not, I don't expect sex, but what I do is expect is affection, and it don't have to be sex. When I say affection, I mean like all of that type of the feels. I'm not necessarily talking about sex.
Like text me up first, like see
Yeah,
how I'm doing.
I mean, you know, if I'm doing,
Like, what a day.
if I'm going above and beyond to show you things that you've never seen before, and to prove to you that I'm trying to be in your life on a different level besides just a fuck buddy or whatever the case may be, then that expensive date thing, yeah, I do expect certain things from it, and it's not sex though. It's not a sex thing.
Man, I expect you to not make me feel like a trick.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
That's what I mean. Yeah, I don't want to feel stupid after it's like, damn, like I just did this and then I don't ever hear from you again.
Yeah.
But you're
Right.
tricking if you was doing it for that reason to me.
So-
To me, personally.
I was gonna say something else. I was gonna say, so is it when you take a girl on a date, like y'all say, you know, like even if it's not expensive, like are you staying within your price range, or are you trying to flex and
No.
go on an expensive date?
I'm not flexing.
Me personally,
Wait,
I just look, I like showing females different things. I like doing different
Cause
things.
he out here flexing.
First
Showing
of all, I'm
different
not
things.
flexing, but it's more like because I've never been like a dude, and I need to work on that. Who can like pick the place to go or whatever. So it's more like you where do you want to go or whatever, and then we go, and then like
And then like you make
it
sure
might
you got the
surprise
amount.
me like.
Oh,
Fuck, I didn't know that was gonna be that much, but even if I'm low on it, I'll still pay for it because I told you to pick. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I done been surprised a couple of times.
If you low on funds, you would let her know, like, I'm low on funds. So are y'all letting the girl know y'all low on funds?
I don't think I am.
I do.
I want to feel like a broke boy.
It's like this. Like I said, cause I'm the type of person. I'm always constantly asking you to go places. Let's do this. Let's do that. So if it comes to a time where and if I ain't got it, I'm gonna be like, no. We can wait till next week. We can wait a couple days, and I'll have it then. But if I ain't got it, I ain't got it.
So, okay, you're not ashamed to say it,
Nope.
kinda? Okay.
You know how you said when y'all on that date, you seeing her, she reaching for the thing? But that's the same thing. Like if you tell her you can't afford it, you see how she react to it. If she like, oh fuck nah, dude. Whatever. Why would you even want to be with somebody like that anyway? So why don't you just keep it real? Like I can't afford it. You know what I mean? And if you still want to go on a date, that means you just like me. It wasn't about money at all. You just or what I treated you to. That means you just like me. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, and the other reason I do that is it's as simple as, look, if I ain't got it, I ain't got it. If you don't want to hang out with me because we can't go spend some money, then you're not the one for me.
Cool. I know who you are.
Because like I said, money is never an object. Having a good time is never an object. It's never a problem. However, if that's all you're trying to do with me anyway, that's what you look at me for anyway, because you know that I'm a good time, and I got the bill. Then when I don't got it, I recognize and I see you for who you are, and that's probably the last time I talk to you.
So are you guys opening her door?
Oh yeah,
Like to the restaurant? I mean, to the bar if y'all want to do that.
yeah, all of that.
Ideally, yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah. I just say that because I think like chivalry is becoming a lost art. Like I've had women get mad at me for opening the door for them. So it's just
Y'all get mad?
Yo, I've seen it.
Like, what she do?
It didn't
What
personally
they
happen
do?
to me, but I've seen
Or-
it. I've
What she
seen it.
do?
Or they
She
want
be
that
like, I
bad.
come to my own door.
Nigga, I
something
come to
along
my
those
own
lines,
door.
Yeah.
And
I'm like,
you know how y'all always think
yo.
somebody trying to holler at y'all when you're
Yeah,
not. You could
like-
just be naturally just being nice. Like that, like he said, it's such a lost art that y'all don't recognize. That's we just doing it to be nice.
So if you're on a date, you really, what was you about to say?
I'm about to say, or like they'll be on the phone, you open the door and they just not even acknowledge you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that's
and that way, like it's not that we need thank you, but sometimes it can look nasty the way you do it, like the way you.
right.
It's just like I'm just supposed to do this or whatever. But ideally, with my wife, I would like to do it every time, and I know men who do it every time. My wife just like when we first started talking, I did, but now she just hops out of the car so quick, so it's just like. But as far as like the restaurant doors, I always make sure
Yeah, that's what I'm like. The next question: are you opening her door when you go on a date? Like,
Definitely.
not just.
Yeah, of course. Like, and I hate when women touch the door when I'm opening it for you. The idea was for you not to touch the door.
Yes, I know.
So what is the point of me holding this door open if you gonna touch it? Keep the chairs over here. I got them.
Y'all heard the meme. Okay. So, do men want a woman that's like, I'm independent, I don't need a nigga for nothing?
I don't want
Dang.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
No, cause I'm sorry.
I don't want that. Like, why you need me then? Like, you know, like I feel unnecessary. As a man, you want to feel needed. So if you're that independent, I'm just gonna feel out of place in our, you know, situation. So, ideally, I think a man doesn't want the top-notch, super independent woman.
Yeah, like not top notch. We want you to depend on us, but have some independence to you though. Like, cause like he said, if you take all that away from me, what am I here for? Like, then you gonna feel like you can talk to me any type of way and treat me any type of way. I ain't having it.
Period.
Exactly.
Period.
You have
No,
some
okay.
independence is dope. You have some kind of independence to yourself. Like say for instance, you want to have your job, all of that type of stuff. Yeah, that's cool. But don't try to demasculate me in the middle of the whole situation though.
Yeah.
So,
They lose respect for dudes.
Not
too, when they say-
emasculate me. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah.
okay, so are you guys dating outside your race? Well, you married, so who do women?
I would be open to it. However, I just have a strong affinity for black women.
So are you marrying a black woman?
Yeah, I'm loyal to the soil. So.
De la next.
You know, I love me some black.
I'm gonna say I already know his answer, but I'm gonna let him answer. Right,
I ain't got my uncle on today, but you know.
I got one on for you.
Yeah, see, look, she rocking the front. Nah, I love my black women. No, it's nothing more delicious than melanin.
They superwoman.
Whoa.
Same for me too, man. Like, but I can't say I ain't veered off into the Mexican.
Yeah,
But she has the Latina.
I dated a Puerto Rican.
But she had
and a
black
Mexican.
in her.
You know what I'm saying?
Indian and black too, like so.
That was
Right.
crazy. Both of them.
Ain't nothing like a black woman though. Like somebody, like I said, somebody who gonna be over your shoulder. Somebody who gonna tell you what it is, what it ain't, what it should be.
And can't nobody understand your struggle like a black woman either.
Woo! Say it again, preach. Say it
I'm
again.
just saying, can't nobody understand your struggle like a black woman. I mean,
For real.
it's just that simple.
Could you marry a woman that doesn't get hit?